Hi there, hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Mix. In the beginning of June, me and one of my university friends took a 6-day trip to Barcelona. On Friday, May 31st, after dropping all of our stuff at our Airbnb, we headed over to Montjuic. The fountain didn't have any water, but I loved exploring the green scenery and the beautiful views of the city. We started our second day with a visit to Casa Milà, which we both loved. It was one of our favorite things from everything we saw. It was the first time I had any contact with Gaudi's architecture, and I was in absolute awe of everything, especially because every single detail in this house was inspired by nature in some way or another, and it was just stunning. I never saw, and I believe I won't ever see again, anything like Gaudi's architecture. After that, we headed out to Casa Batlló, equally as impressive as La Pedrera, but much more crowded, so the experience wasn't as nice. The audio guide available was absolutely fantastic. It literally shined because it included the perspective of the house in itself, a detail I found so interesting and so unique. I'd never come across anything like that, and I absolutely loved. After visiting both houses, we had lunch at Parking Pizza. It was great. I'm hungry just looking at it. And we spent the rest of the day just shopping and walking around. So, nothing exciting to report. We started our third day with some much needed coffee, which became a little ritual for the remaining of the days we were there. And then we headed over to the Gothic Quarter that we spent the day walking around. We had a healthy lunch at Flax and Kale, followed by the most disgusting, horrendous coffee we ever drank. And then we checked out the Kiss wall made out of thousands of people's contributions, which was, we both love it. We ended our Sunday at Parque de la Cittadella, laying in the sun and watching people dancing and having fun. And it was a great, great time. On our fourth day, we had a slower morning and checked out Parque de la Birintorta, a little bit outside of the city. We took some time to rest and read for a little bit, and it was so nice. On this day, we had lunch at La Boqueria, which was much better than I was expecting. And then I had some juice that I loved. It was coconut and some fruit that I don't remember, but it was lovely. We then headed over to Tibidabo, probably the highest point in the city, and it was a great end to our day. Mariana had a frozen yogurt, which was very exciting for her. On our fifth day, we headed over to Palau de la Música Catalana. That turned out to be so intricate, so beautiful, so stunning. Just one of the most beautiful things that I've seen and heard, and I want to watch a concert, an orchestra, whatever it is that plays there. I need to listen to it on my next trip to Barcelona. We then had lunch at a very inspired place that turned out to be terrible. And then we finally saw La Sagrada Familia in the afternoon. The reason why we waited the whole entire trip to see it is beyond me, but it was so surprising. I loved it so much. I had zero expectations. I just thought it was another Gothic building, but just is not comparable to anything else. She slayed. She was everything. I loved La Sagrada Familia. Finished our day in the best way possible, watching the sunset, my favorite part of the day. I never took a trip and not watched the sunset. It's very important to me now that I need to watch the sunset in every single place I visit. And it's always wonderful and puts everything into perspective. And it makes me so grateful for all the opportunities that I have in the life I have, in the people around me. In our last day in Barcelona, we went to Park Güell. That was great. Not as much as the houses or La Sagrada Familia, but still stunning. Those tiles are everything to me now. For lunch, we had some nachos and tacos at Carabella Cafe. and ended our day and trip at Barcelona Beach before going to the airport. I loved Barcelona. I hope to be back one day. Thank you so much for watching and for spending your time with us. And I'll see you in my next video.